Hello everyone and welcome to another video. Today your friend Dan will be recommending the top 10 best romance anime where main character is forced to live with girl. If you're new here, please don't forget to subscribe as well as turn on the notification bell and leave a like if you enjoy the video. Now without further ado, let's start. Number 10. The maid I hired recently is mysterious. Yuri has been living all alone in his mansion since his parents died and the money to pay the staff ran out. Then one day a beautiful young woman presents herself at the door and offers to work as his maid for free. Yuri's suspicious, but he's also lonely and in need of help, so he agrees. But there is only one problem. She is too good to be true. Every dish she serves turns out to be delicious, the whole residence sparkles after she cleans it, and all the clothing has given off a pleasant scent since she started doing the laundry. Furthermore, her devilishly beautiful eyes only serve to heighten Yuri's suspicions. But despite his misgivings, Yuri has to live with Lilith as he tries to unravel the mystery behind her otherworldly charm. Number 9. Oni I. After their parents' deaths, brother and sister Akito and Akiko Himanokuji were forced to live with separate families for 6 years. But now they have finally reunited and begin to live together. It quickly becomes apparent that Akiko harbors romantic feelings for her brother. However, Akito only sees her as a sibling. When 3 more girls move into their apartment, Akiko's hopes of living alone with her brother vanish. Moreover, these girls also like Akito in one way or another, making it even more difficult for Akiko to gain her brother's undivided attention. As the girls fight over who should take care of Akito, they display various eroticisms that may be a little too much for a normal man to handle. Number 8. Mayo Cheeky. Due to his mother and sister, who both love professional wrestling, Kinjiro Sakamachi developed a resilient body that could take hard punches. However, he also developed gynophobia, an abnormal fear of women. With just one touch from a girl, his nose bleeds uncontrollably, he sweats excessively, and in rare cases, faints abruptly. His life changes for the worse because of a fated meeting in the restroom. While trying to escape from a girl, he discovers that the most popular student in their school, Subaru, the butler of the headmaster's daughter, Kanade Suzutsuki, is actually female. Surprised, Subaru violently assaults Kinjiro, dealing significant damage and knocking him unconscious. When he comes to, he meets Kanade. In exchange for his silence, she promises to help cure his phobia. Number 7. Yuna and the Haunted Hot Springs. Kagurashi has it rough. All his life he's been able to see ghosts, yokai, and other spirits, with the result that he's been tormented by the supernatural to the point where he's homeless and in debt. Fortunately for him, he's learned to punch away his problems with a very special style of exorcism, and that's gotten him a job at a haunted hot spring and turned boarding house. All Kagurashi has to do to get free rent for life is exorcise the ghost there, who turns out to be a hot high school girl named Yuna. Unable to bring himself to punch her into the next life, Kagurashi instead offers to help her resolve her business on Earth. Number 6. To Love Rue. The story is about Yuki Rito, a high school boy who cannot confess to the girl of his dreams, Sarenji Haruna. One day when coming home and sulking in the bathtub, a mysterious nude girl appears out of nowhere. Her name is Lala and she comes from the planet Deviluk, where she is the heir to the throne. Her father wants her to return to her home planet so she can marry one of the husband candidates, but she decides that she wants to marry Rito in order to stay on Earth. To Love Rue depicts Rito's daily struggles with the bizarre chaos that begins upon the arrival of Lala. Number 5. Ground Control to Psychoelectric Girl. The story revolves around a high school boy named Niwa Makoto. He lives with his aunt's family since his parents are away on business. It is there where he meets his mysterious cousin of the same age, Toa Ario, who happens to tie a futon mattress around her upper body and is a self-proclaimed alien. Ario had been missing for half a year and was found floating in the sea. She doesn't remember anything about what happened during that period of time, but she began to think that it was the act of an alien and wanders the neighborhood wrapped in the futon. As he meets a string of other eccentric girls in town, Makoto must face the possibility of seeing his youth points in the red. However, he might be surprised by how thrilling an abnormal youth can be. Number 4. The Duke of Death and His Maid. The story of the Duke of Death and his maid revolves around the life of the nameless Duke, who is known as the Duke of Death. Because of a curse laid upon him on his birth by a witch that makes him kill whatever he touches. The Duke was disowned by his mother and forced to live in a dilapidated estate in a forest area. However, the Duke isn't alone there, as he lives with his loyal butler Rob, who was fired from the main estate for being too old, and Alice, who has a tendency to sexually harass the Duke. These two loyal subjects and more shall interact with the Duke as he tries to live a normal life in his estate. Number 3. Oreimo. Shugo Mikadono's father has just passed away, and now he must become the head of Mikadono Group, his father's company. After completing the training to take over, there is just one other stipulation he must adhere to. He will need to find a girl he loves at his new school and marry her by the time he graduates high school. Shugo transfers to Miryuin Private Academy, and it seems like he has many girls to choose from. However, there is a complication. One of them is his long-lost half-sister, and he has no idea which one. Number 2. Mother of the Goddess Dormitory. Nagumi Kosher is a 12-year-old boy who was abandoned by his father after their house caught on fire, leaving him to roam the streets penniless. Then one day, a girl named Minerva, who finds him lying on the sidewalk, takes him to a women's college dormitory, one known for housing troublesome residents. Kosher must become the charged with maintaining order and good discipline. But doing his job and keeping his sanity are no small feat with characters as endearingly eccentric and untamable as these. Number 1. The Kawaii Complex Guide to Manners and Hostile Behavior. When Kazunari parents move because of a job transfer, he decides to stay put and move into Kawaii Complex, a boarding house that provides meals for its residents and charges a reasonable rent. He's fallen in love with an older student named Ritsu, who also lives in Kawaii Complex at first sight, but it's clear that she's more interested in reading books than anything else, and he has a lot of work to do to get her attention. Not to mention, he also has to contend with the quirks of his other housemates, such as his masochistic roommate, Kinasaki, the perpetually drunk and lovelorn Mayumi, and Ayaka, a crafty and somewhat sadistic college student. Surrounded by all these people, Kazunari never finds his daily life boring. Well everyone, that's it for today's. If you enjoy the video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel, and if you're new, remember to hit the notifications button for more upcoming video. See you guys in the next one.